Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Bet and Banter Show. I'm your host, your gracious, the one and only Papi, ladies and gentlemen. And yet again on my show, I do not have our host or my guest, Bosana, but I have really good people on it. Diehard analysts from Sports Hub and TP, Rims and Christian. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to my domain. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm never wrong. Trust me, I'm always right. The best team in the world is Chelsea and Nkana FC. You guys cannot argue or complain with me. What I say is law here. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm very glad to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite some introduction that you just put off.
The lies.
The lies.
No, there are no lies in what I say. Everything I say is truth.
Chelsea.
In my kitchen, like I say, this is my domain. I am the word. The truth and the light. No, there's nothing like that when you're talking about football because, I'm never wrong. But, before we get anywhere further, I'll ask you individually, what's your favorite team, Rims, in England and in Zambia?
In England, Manchester United. In Zambia, Zesco United.
Team Lord shedding.
Try.
Christian, I know you're not an English person, but so...
I'm not big on English football. I love to watch it, but not support it.
Okay, so which team do you support in Europe and in Zambia?
Real Madrid.
And
Big fan.
Yeah.
Red Arrows, you champions.
Yeah. That was a fluke. And
it was a good season last year. It was a good season last year.
Based on luck and...
No, we were simply the better team. Simply.
I agree.
We were that good. I don't think we replicate that this coming season, but we were that good.
Okay.
At least.
Yeah. I don't think it will happen the next season, but it's football and, these things do happen. So... we have a really interesting. Before we go into the transfer news, I'm about to talk about the CAF awards that happened yesterday, where we had Mane winning, the Nigerian winning, and as well as Senegal coach and the South African coach, who I don't believe deserved to win it. The lady.
No, she didn't. I think Bruce Mope should have been winning that award.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at what the team has accomplished from playing at the Olympics last year. Is it last year?
Yes, last year.
Yeah, and this year going into
the semi-finals,
qualifying for the World Cup. For a country like Zambia, and looking at women's football right now, he's really done a massive job. So he would have deserved to win that award. What did South Africa really achieve?
Honestly, I don't understand what they have achieved because right now I do believe they get knocked out of or they won't win the women's AFCON.
Yeah, they've been in the finals 5 times, isn't it? And they haven't won.
Not even once.
Not even once.
Yo, that's terrible.
And the game against us was just
quite some record.
A penalty by luck.
It wasn't a penalty.
Wasn't a penalty.
It wasn't even a penalty, by the way. That was a force call, but there's nothing we can do. CAF was really against Zambia. I know I'm speaking biasly, but as a Zambian, I can say what I want.
Yeah, and everybody's looking at the referee's Airtel Money account.
I'm sure she got a clean £50,000 or euros into her account.
That's generous. That's generous.
That's generous, yeah.
Because with the heartbreak she caused, that's very generous. It's very generous.
Okay. So transfers. We're moving into the world of transfers. Or before I say that, Jose Mourinho, the only coach in the world with all 3 European trophies. What do you guys think about that milestone? I feel for the next 10 years, he will be the only one with that. 10. No one has done that. He's the only one with...
I agree because he's actually the only one playing Conference League football.
Who's played? He's not in Conference League anymore.
Oh yeah,
it's been
it's
upgraded to Europe.
True.
Not Champions League, but he's been pushed.
It's a start, at least.
It's a pushing. But okay, we have the transfers that are going on right now. Rumor has it is AS Roma are trying to go for Gini Wijnaldum, whose contract has been. They reached an agreement with PSG to cancel it.
It's a decent acquisition for Roma.
Yeah.
In the middle of the park especially, they do have decent players. But Gini's a special box-to-box type of guy. He adds something I don't think they have, especially the fact that they got rid of Sergio Oliveira, who's going to some Turkish team, I'm not sure. But he's good. You get him, you get Pellegrini, you get Cristante. It's a very good
And
midfield. Zaniolo, it seems he might be pushed out. It seems so because Dybala just came in. But then at the same time, Dybala could be replacing Mkhitaryan, who I hear is going to Inter.
Okay, I'm sure that's a rumor.
It's a rumor, as it's all rumors at the end.
Yeah, but again, I haven't since Borussia Dortmund. Mkhitaryan hasn't been.
Nah, his career's been. You look back at it and you think he promised so much at Borussia Dortmund, and he just hasn't achieved what he should have achieved by now.
Yeah,
and it's always going downhill for him, it seems. So yeah, maybe Gini is coming in to replace him.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, he wasn't all that at Roma, but he was some guy the fans liked. He had energy, he could push and all that. But yeah, Roma always needed a young attacking midfielder, someone that felt like they had something to prove. And I think Dybala's a good acquisition.
But Dybala isn't young.
He isn't young,
30,
28, 29, somewhere there. But with the promise Dybala showed, especially like Champions League a few seasons ago, it almost feels like he's hitting his prime, and this is the perfect stage for him to show.
For Dybala, he's just had is it 2 World Class seasons?
And that's the thing.
And one was with Pogba.
One was
Pogba.
Yeah.
That was Pogba's last season.
Pogba.
Pogba.
That's another story.
That's another story. I absolutely agree.
But yeah, Dybala, I don't know. I feel like his quality is quite overrated.
Okay, that's a valid point. I do think his quality is overrated. I haven't been really convinced by Dybala. I thought he was a hazard of Italy, but honestly, he plays more of even Bowen could do better.
For me, with Dybala, he's the perfect example of modern day footballers. These guys where you all have to pander them, make them feel special, and they could deliver. He had that special 2 seasons. They could, but at the same time, when someone like Ronaldo came in, all the attention moved to Ronaldo. So obviously he kind of drew back and all that, and I don't think he could handle that. At Roma, everyone loves Jose. So Jose is a spotlight. But on the pitch, I think Dybala might just win over the Roma fans.
Okay. They Roma did have their light on Tammy Abraham this previous season. He was their savior, quote unquote. Do you think Roma have what it takes to contend for the title this coming season, or it's just top 4 contention?
Top 4, definitely. They can be in for a shout for the top 4. With the title, I don't think you have to look at the players, you have to look at the coach. He's the only one with the mentality there that can get them to challenge for the title. But in terms of the players, I don't think they've got enough quality.
There's no quality in the players, especially the defensive side.
Smalling.
Especially the defensive side. Smalling has done okay, but last season I think he's starting to show he's aged. Mancini is up and down. He's not stable. Spinazzola had that ACL, so he didn't play much. Rick Karsdorp is on and off. So Roma, defensively, I think they don't have it.
No.
Midfield going in front, they could have an exciting attack, but defensively, I think is what kills it.
Oh, okay. They're not there yet, yeah. Maybe another transfer window or something.
Oh, okay, then fine. Back to the Premier League. Lionel Lingard Messi to West Ham United. The GOAT himself.
The greatest of all time.
The greatest of all times. The only English player to never win the Ballon d'Or, but deserved it.
The only one.
The only one. What do you feel about this move?
He's going to a team that has won the Champions League
twice.
A bigger team than Manchester City.
Absolutely.
A bigger team than Arsenal.
Absolutely.
No.
So that's what goats do. They go to big teams. And he's a franchise player now, so he'll be the main guy.
Okay.
Finally, we get to see his quality as the main guy in the team.
Okay.
And for £180,000 per week, yeah.
180,000. Where did they get this money from?
I don't know, but for Lingard, they're willing to pay because they have to pay him. It's Lingard.
Obviously, they've seen something in Lingard for him to get that crazy amount of money.
Okay, I feel this is a very lack of ambition move.
For him or for the team?
For him, as a person. For them, as a team, quite right, it's a step up. Do you know that the team in the Premier League with the most signings this season? He's the 8th signing.
Forest.
Forest.
Oh, okay.
They have the most signings this season. But like Aston Villa, when they came back into the Premier League, I do not see anything happening from this. Why? Aston Villa are not there yet.
Yeah.
And for Lingard to go there and think he's going to help them stay in the Premier League, this could be bad. He could easily go to the back to the Championship.
That's possible, but also I think it's when you look at Lingard's career, started off in the Premier League. I think he was first at loan at Leicester City, Then had a few seasons with Manchester United where you could see some good stuff here and there, but,
Glimpse.
but never really consistent.
A good squad player.
Yeah, so basically, he should be like 27, 28 now.
He
Yeah,
was a good dancer for the club.
Should be 29.
He's
30
29.
for
29 this
30,
season,
yeah.
yeah.
and the only season that we can call memorable should be that one with West Ham.
It was last
The half season with West
the,
Ham.
Yes,
the half
yeah.
season with West Ham. And West Ham were confident they would get him back, but I feel his ambition is to keep West Ham in the Premier League.
I think at the end of the day, with the paycheck he got, he's reaching that stage of his career where he has to start
Yeah.
looking at the money and not, because I think he's past it. He has.
Yeah,
I think with almost that every time they called him a kid when he was like 27, 28 mentality. Yeah, but I think he's past that stage where he feels like he has to prove anything because he's achieved nothing. Sorry. Yeah, but
like there, I have to catch you short. Man.
okay.
Like,
But he
There
hasn't achieved nothing.
was that Europa stint,
yeah.
but as
But
a
he wasn't
player,
the main player
yeah,
still.
he
No,
wasn't
but
that
let's see what
guy.
he's achieved. Looking at the Manchester United squad you have today,
Okay,
and
yeah,
the trophies
that's true.
they've won
That's
the
true.
past 10 since Ferguson left. Lingard was the one scoring the goals in
But
the finals.
Okay, yeah, actually,
He's the one
yeah, that's
FA
fair.
Cup, winning goal. He's achieved
That's,
that.
okay, yeah, I was pretty cruel actually.
He's
No. He was spot on that on that point.
But
Achieved
yeah,
some things, I think,
he's
but-
at that stage where he just has to cash in on his career. He
Yeah.
can't look for big moves and all that stuff.
Okay.
He can't.
He's not a big player
No, he's not.
in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I feel this move was lacked ambition. But if you guys think he's checking in money, then fine. You get your paper. You have nothing to prove. You have no trophies to win. No, I'm sure. What will he win with West Ham?
But bigger team than
With
Arsenal.
Nottingham.
Well, I understand he can brag to say I'm at a bigger team than Arsenal and
And
Manchester City. As you know, they have 2 trophies already, Champions League trophies. So
But when you look at risk and how it's moved, most of the teams that just came in and spent a lot of money went down.
Yeah.
Is
A
it
lot.
Fulham? Is it Villa as well?
Villa survived.
Villa
Survived,
survived.
yeah.
Okay,
Survived.
I think Fulham has done it twice and they went down the whole
Mhm.
time. So really, I don't know what I didn't see them
I
last
think
season in the
quality of player
championship.
bringing in also,
True.
matters because you just can't get players from everywhere and think like
And put them together.
and you're going to create a team and whatnot. So I think getting Lingard as the main guy brings in mentality from somebody who's been at Manchester United, a big club. So I don't say he knows what it is to win, but he's exposed to that environment.
Okay.
Yeah, 2013 or
Top
2011 when he won the FA Youth Cup.
Top level.
I feel that those are his great moments. But anyway, we move on. Zinchenko to Arsenal. Done deal. He's leaving Manchester City. Fabrizio Romano said this. He said his goodbyes. The only Ukrainian player who's used Ukraine's situation to his benefit.
Always crying.
Always crying every game, looking at the flag, covering the Premier League with the flag.
You can't blame him. He's probably a patriot. I'll give him that.
Freedom fighter.
He's a
Always good
freedom
at
fighter.
marketing.
Of
Yeah,
course, that was a
absolutely.
marketing
Like the PR is,
heaven.
yeah. But for Arsenal, I don't know why they get in Manchester City rejects. If you want to challenge for the league, you don't do it by getting rejects from your rivals. I don't think it's something that will work.
Okay, but you said this is man management. Don't you think Arteta can push these boys, Gabriel and Zinchenko, to the limit?
With Arteta, I lost faith when he sent Saliba on loan, probably their best defender.
Okay, but he's back now.
Yeah, he's
He's
back.
pushing
now.
I think he's
Yeah.
back. Not that he
Okay,
wants him
yeah.
back, but because the fans have seen how good he is, and he looks like he's in a situation where I don't want to loan. So if you guys don't want me at the club, just let me go. So it kind of puts him in a situation where he is. I feel he's the best central defender. So he's like, okay, let me try you out, and maybe if there's errors, we'll get
Maybe
you on.
because they already have I think it's Gabriel,
Gabriel and Ben White
and then have Ben White. as
played,
Yeah.
I think, pretty decent last season. They were okay.
well. Not bad, not bad.
Defensively,
The-
they were okay last season, the whole team.
But then
Arsenal was
Yeah.
good.
starting they were shaky.
Yeah,
After that Chelsea demolition, I started to see them dip.
that's actually been the problem with this Arteta thing. I think the mentality hasn't been there
Yeah.
in most parts of the season, and also the consistency hasn't been there.
Mm.
Because in one game, you look at them and you're like, wow, this is Man City.
Like the Man City
great,
game, for example, Arsenal, Man City were on the ropes throughout the time. It's shocking that Man City won. Okay, anyway, they're champions, that they know how to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, then to think back at Zinchenko, you sit and wonder why has Arteta got Zinchenko. Zinchenko is originally a midfielder who could play left back for Man City because Man City have that ability to keep the ball. He has that ability to create from wide as a midfielder at left back. But you look at Arsenal don't have the qualities Man City have.
Yeah.
So what exactly is Zinchenko going to do at Arsenal? I think it's a good buy if Arsenal want to be Man City, if they want to replicate what Man City is doing on the pitch, or maybe not exactly replicate, but have that sense of football, that style of football. But ask yourself, if they don't do what Man City are doing, what exactly is Zinchenko? Because he can't really defend.
No,
He can't really defend.
He's like Alexander.
Yes, he can hold up the ball on the left, create and all that, but because Tierney gets injured every season. So probably he's Tierney's backup. And when teams just bomb at him, is he capable of holding?
Could Tierney's replacement or something?
Could be. I feel he is because
for
the money
Tierney, I think Tierney could, with other than Robo, could be the best left back in the Premier League, in my opinion. So to replace him, I don't know how that would look. Because Tierney can defend and Tierney can attack. He's really good at both of them. But Zinchenko, I think he's very good at going forward. But if they're playing at Chelsea, they're playing at Liverpool, they're playing Man City, can Zinchenko, if Tierney is injured, can Zinchenko hold the fort at the left? I don't know. It's curious to see.
Doesn't he have cover from Gabriel when he moves forward? Gabriel and who's the Partey?
Partey, yeah.
To cover that.
But that's the thing again, because Partey is usually injured as well. So that's the thing. Because Gabriel obviously could cover him, but who's going to cover Gabriel? Yeah. If Partey is injured. You get because it goes back to El Nene and Xhaka, who have the issues as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so
those are just not quality enough.
It's not quality enough. Again, Arsenal haven't addressed the main problem I thought they would address, which is central midfield. But let's see what happens. Arteta's the manager; he probably has a plan.
They're still in for Tielemans, yeah.
For Tielemans, yeah, I hear there's still in.
They're still pushing for that. But
is Tielemans a suitable Partey replacement, or he's someone that complements Partey?
The one I think was an 8.
He's more of an 8, yes, but then they need someone that, in case Partey is injured, can take over from Partey. Because Partey is not originally a 6. He can play 6, but he's an 8.
So 8, yeah.
Yes, but he can play 6 and he's really good at it. But they need a guy that can sit. Xhaka, no.
And that's their best.
Xhaka is really, he's done. He should go to
Turkey, Germany, make his money somewhere.
Make his money and then retire.
He does have good games though, like every season he's got that one game where he scores that goal.
And then
he's got that De Gea game. He's got that De always
looks up. And then a week later he gets a red card. In fact, before scoring that goal, he'll get a red card. Come back and score a banger, and then we all forgive him.
Yeah, we're used to that. We're used to that actually.
Okay. Anyway, I think right now, each league, mostly it's the Premier League, but we have Germany who've gone out and spent money on players, particularly Borussia Dortmund. They've already signed 7 players. Yeah. Bayern have bought 2-3 people, and the other teams. Do you think it's enough for the German teams to contest for the Champions League?
For Bayern, my second team actually, yeah.
The other red useless team.
Yeah. We should always be favourites for the Champions League, but the bookmakers never see it like that. And right now, I think we've addressed defence with the position of De Ligt. Comes in at 80
Massive signing.
That one is a big signing.
So much money, but he didn't prove himself in Italy. That's my problem.
That team.
He was average.
When I would watch Juve games, the problem that was there is that I feel Bonucci was so used to playing with Chiellini that he couldn't handle De Ligt playing near him. And De Ligt is someone that went there and look, I'm supposed to be learning from you, Bonucci, but why am I the guy that's doing the work for you? Yeah. So it was kind of that confusion and all that stuff. I do feel he's a massive top centre back in the right team.
Let's show first. Juve had sold some part of that partnership. That sold one to Milan.
That was a loan actually.
Bonucci had gone, but he came back. Bonucci had gone, but he came back.
They had to bring him back.
Yeah, they had to bring him back.
I think that was just the problem fitting in. But De Ligt is
De Ligt is a top centre back.
You see how he plays for the Netherlands with Van
Dijk. Solid.
Good top centre back.
So along Upamecano, do you think there would be a success? Because those are the two.
Bayern defensively last season they were bad.
Yeah.
So I think they've addressed that. But again, we've lost Lewandowski. So
biggest mistake. I feel because of that, you might lose
It's like you're back to stage one.
Yeah, I think you might lose the league now because money is not taking you guys to win the.
We'll definitely get another striker, but I've got trust in Chupamonti.
No,
one
it's
player with the best agent.
I think it's credited. Chupamoting does pop up when he can. He won't get you
put him in the game,
10-15 goals. He won't get you 10-15 goals, but I think he'll get you moments in football. Yeah. Maybe the rest of those goals will probably be covered by Sané, they'll be covered by Gnabry and Mane and all these other guys. Because Bayern have that opportunity, they have that ability to score from anywhere on the pitch.
Yeah, they do.
And like traditionally, I think Bayern have always attacked from the wings.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, the Robbery days.
That's true.
So we're bringing that back. You know, Sané, Mane, we've got.
So they're playing a false nine.
Signing another.
Do you believe
contract?
He has actually? He's already signed a contract with Bayern.
Wow.
So does it mean they're moving to a false nine system like Pep did?
Could be, because Sané can play there.
Oh yeah, even Mane himself.
Yeah.
Even Mane himself, I think.
Gnabry also could play there. We still have. Is Tolisso still back?
No, Tolisso's left for Lyon.
He has left
He's left for Lyon.
So what does it mean for the legend himself, Thomas Müller?
He has to step up.
Even Müller could play false nine. Actually, he's got days when
he feels like being a mercenary and he's good at it. That's true.
So good there to invent a position
but
for him. So.
But there's a lot that has to work on because he was perfect for Lewandowski. He understood
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski understood him.
Always, he wants to score goals. He wants to live in the light, which he couldn't at Liverpool.
If I was being honest, that does create a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that does create a problem. Maybe that's the reason why they've passed on Ronaldo, because it's also like a similar type of player. Maybe they'll sign another player. I don't know. But that would be,
in my opinion, I think they need money more than they need Sané. Because Sané didn't have... Okay, he had a very good first half of last season, but he didn't finish it very well. And Gnabry had an up and down season last year.
Bench most of the time.
Yeah, bench most of the time. I don't know, maybe Nagelsmann didn't like something about him. But yeah, I think at this point, Mane especially just winning the CAF Player of the Year, I think he's reached... I think they have to look... For me, they have to look at him and say, lead us this season.
Yeah, he's the main guy.
I think they have to look at him.
And looking at the wages that they're giving him, definitely
to 50
says
is
like
good.
you're the main guy.
But is it that I'm not sure he's paid the most at the club, is he? Because I'm sure
mainly Manuel Neuer.
Yeah,
I think
probably
Manuel
300 to 350 somewhere.
I think Manuel Neuer could be that, but
he's one of the top.
You can't dispute what Neuer has done throughout history. He
but
deserves
but
it.
you see the problem of relying on someone that old is like Zambia and Mwene. We had Mwene for so long. Replacing him has been so difficult.
True. Bayern were always going to struggle to replace him. Even what's his name? Even for the national team, I think Germany is going to struggle because you look at Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen can't marshal the German defense the way Neuer does.
No.
Ter Stegen is a good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Bernd Leno, this guy Ziela, all these guys are good goalkeepers. But the Germans listen to Neuer, so it's going to be a big problem.
But they could replace him. I'd say that because it was kind of like a similar situation with Philipp Lahm. Like when Lahm was there, people used to look at him as the leader of the squad, together with people like Schweinsteiger and whatnot. But those people left, and they managed to bring in another core group of players. So eventually they have to phase out.
They have to phase out the guys.
They have to phase them out.
Yeah,
bring in some new guys. Most likely this will happen after the World Cup.
Okay,
you don't want to disturb the team.
But the replacement for Philipp Lahm was Pavard, and Pavard has been average. I barely see him in games.
It was originally Kimmich, but Kimmich's best games came in midfield, so they had to push him in midfield. Yeah. Then Pavard is up and down.
Always. I've never seen him play. Apart from the World Cup, I think his highlight was the World Cup.
It was the World Cup.
Yeah.
That's what got him the Bayern moving. I don't think it was what he did with Stuttgart. I think it was the World Cup.
Definitely World Cup.
And for 35 million, Bayern are like, this is a steal. But it was not, unfortunately.
No, average player.
I thought they signed him for 80. It wasn't 80.
No, it was 35. It was a release clause from Stuttgart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sure from the leagues that we've seen, we can move to Spain now. What deals do you think have been the best so far in the Spanish league?
I'm going to be biased. I don't think topping Tchouaméni and Rudiger can be done. Of course, Barcelona have signed Lewandowski, have signed Rafinha. Two players I think on their day can be very devastating for an opposition.
Definitely, because Lewandowski on any given day will rip anyone apart.
Terrible. Even Rafinha. I know he was at Leeds, but I think he was capable of flipping teams in and out.
That one is something that I'm not comfortable with.
Rafinha deal, yeah.
I don't see the 70 million. Because he scored 7 goals last season in the league, so it's like 10 million per goal.
But listen,
It's an exciting signing. It's
who's going to be assisting? I think their job now is to feed Lewandowski.
Let's not forget they have a bomber.
Yeah,
Let's not forget they have a
They
bomber.
have Aubameyang, they've got
Memphis Depay, they've got
Depay,
Fati.
Fati's there.
It's a good attacking team.
Oh, good attacking
But
team.
I think why I'll be very biased because as a collective, Real Madrid were just blended in well. Because Bayern still have all these signings to put together. Let's not forget there's Christensen came in.
Yeah.
They're looking for Alonso as well.
Actually, from the time
Kessie
and Christensen already played their preseason.
So they need to fit all these guys in for the team, long term and short term, because they still have PK, they still have all these guys. In Real Madrid, we just plugged in where we needed. We needed someone that's going to make Casemiro rest, and that's Tchouaméni. I think that's a brilliant deal. With Rudiger,
you had Camavinga last season.
We had Camavinga, but Camavinga likes to go forward, and he's a bit reckless in the tackle.
Yeah.
So, with Tchouaméni's much more calm. He can hold the ball. So it's a good signing.
So is Tchouaméni a replacement for Casemiro?
Replacement is too fast because I think we need Casemiro for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I think
It's a
in the long term,
He is.
he has about 2-3 years to learn from Casemiro, which
So, are you sure he's comfortable being a bench player? Because he's definitely not starting.
and that's what I like about the signing. He doesn't want to be a bench player.
Okay.
He doesn't want to, and that's what I love about it because that means he's going to keep Casemiro on his toes.
Okay.
And an angered Casemiro that feels has got something to prove, is the best in the world. You're not getting through him. So it's a win for Real Madrid. It's a win for Real Madrid. I'm looking forward to seeing Tchouaméni in the team.
Then about Barcelona, I feel like their squad lacks balance right now. So many attacking players. Since the new president came in, they've signed 12 players, and most of them have been in attacking positions. So it's still like Ferran Torres.
Yes, and they have all these players they have to fit in the team.
Yeah, but I'm sure, isn't it
They're
a
getting
trial?
Bernardo Silva also. They're in for that.
Might get him because that's a big
I hope
job.
they don't. I really hope.
I hope they do
He's
because
devastating.
you know the La Liga is better when there's so much competition, and right now Barcelona as they are, they're too weak.
But that's true. That's very true. Okay, you're saying it from a neutral point of view. I'm saying it from Real Madrid point of view. We with Bernardo has the ability to break down any team in the world. We look at what he did against Real Madrid just in the Champions League last season. We beat them, yes, we went through, but it was a very difficult,
Special
devastating
game, that
win.
one, by the way.
Yeah, because Bernardo was literally just running through a team and breaking us apart. It was ridiculous. So I don't want to see that guy at my rival team. No, but for the league itself, it would be fantastic. We need Barcelona back. We need the money. We need the marketing value. But as an opponent, no, he can stay away from La Liga.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mozo Show, the Mozo Bet and Banter Soccer Show. We're about to go for a little short break, but stay tuned for more football where we get to know who my guests feel will win the Premier League, you know, their top 5 prediction and their bottom 3, as well as other segments. So stay tuned. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bet and Bet Soccer Show. I'm your host, Papi, the one and only, the one Italian stallion, who supports the best club in the world, the one and only Chelsea FC, who I feel will win the league this season. No one can argue with me because I know that Chelsea has what it takes. We have the best coach in the Premier League. But we are going to go into predictions of the Premier League. We'll start with Rims. You are a Man United fan, obviously.
Yeah.
This season, before we get into everything, do you guys have what it takes to finish in the top 5? Realistically, don't be biased for nothing. I need proof and reason why you guys get to the top 5. If you be amongst the top 5, because honestly, in my opinion, United's finishing 7th. Straightforward.
Okay.
Honest opinion, you're finishing 7th.
Honest opinion, Manchester United will be in the top 4.
What?
And I'll tell you why. Player for player.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're only behind Manchester City and Liverpool. Player for player.
What?
Trust me. Like.
But you guys haven't made any
Nothing.
acquisitions.
No. Player for player. De Gea is one of the best goalkeepers
Football
in the
isn't
league.
player for player. We saw that last season. It's the same team.
No, the squad is quality. What was lacking last season has been fixed, and that was the coaching.
No.
The coaching was.
I do think the coaching was a big problem. I don't agree with
but some
Ole
players
and
were
Ragnick.
trash.
But yes, I think you can do better.
Yeah.
McTominay
And last season was like
Fred.
that should be broken apart. That's FA Cup. That's FA Cup football.
When
Reserve
you look
players.
at Rangnick when he came in, yeah. How many games did he win? 2 or 3?
It was shambles. All I know is shambles. No one
Like
cares.
half a season, and he was just losing or drawing games, and we still were in for a shout for the top 4.
Okay.
So I think this season with Ten Hag, I trust him. Like, you have to trust him. Somebody who's been at Bayern, lent under Pep Guardiola.
Yeah. We have a Teta who's lent under Pep Guardiola, and every season you can tell how we always start.
There's a difference.
First game, big win. Second game, thrashed.
There's a big difference between Arteta and Ten Hag.
Okay.
Arteta's doing the cons on the training pitch.
There's a con man.
The con man. Okay.
And Ten Hag was like really putting in that effort. You know,
He was
Bayern
the
is a
assistant
very
and
massive
he
club.
was-
Then he went to Ajax. He's proved himself there. I think that's what's lacking from Arteta, where he jumped from Manchester City straight to a team like Arsenal, and Arsenal have expectations. I know the expectations might be high at Ajax, but it's a league that gives you a chance to develop as a coach. You get to grow. So I think Ten Hag has got that edge in that regard. And also looking at what he's done this preseason, you can see what he's trying to do. The ideas that he's bringing.
But listen, in that, every preseason, every team, you can play all the games and win all your matches. The Premier League is different. The intensity from the first 5 games.
Competitive football is much different.
It is much different,
Much
but
different.
you have to look at what they're trying to do on the pitch, the ideas.
At the end of the day, it's true. The idea
And-
is
and-
there.
I feel like he's making certain improvements because since Mourinho left, Manchester United haven't had a pattern of play. At least with Mourinho, we could complain about it being defensive, but we knew what to expect. Every game, we knew like we'll sit back, we'll attack on the counter. That was under Mourinho. With Van Gaal, we knew like we'll make maybe 500 passes and the game will end 0-0. We knew what to expect.
Those were good days.
Mourinho and Van
That's a
Gaal.
good one.
Then Solskjaer, it was just like freestyle football. Whatever is happening,
Going,
just,
boys.
just going with the
Just
vibes.
Going, lads.
Go in, lads.
Yeah.
Get in.
And Rangnick, I swear, I was like on YouTube watching his videos when he was appointed. Talked a good talk, but
The man is a fraud. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, but listen, the
It's
Premier
shambles.
League has shown that coaches can be frauds. Quite alright in the. I remember Ragnick's first 3 games. He made you guys believe.
it was just the first game against
It was actually
Crystal
the first
Palace.
game against
Only
Crystal
one
Palace.
game.
Everything else
Everything else.
just fell apart.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
else
and
just fell
one
apart.
game.
I believe history in the Premier League has to be put into account because certain teams you can defeat and others you will know for a fact you're gonna have a hard time.
But look at what Tuchel has done since he got to Chelsea. He won the Champions League, and he's made them a solid top 4 team. And with Lampard, I don't think that was happening. Obviously, he got top 4 in his first season, but
After that,
are
things
falling
are
apart.
falling
Yeah,
apart.
the experience shows between
Experience
Lampard
really
and
does
Tuchel.
take
Shows.
a team far. Okay.
Tuchel came in, the coaching was what was lacking. He improved the team. And, with Lampard, they were making silly excuses for him. You'd hear he has to give time
English
for signings
media.
to jail. That was ridiculous.
Obviously, but okay, fine. So we'll go into your prediction. You start with the bottom three.
Bottom three. This is bold, but I think Everton are going down.
Okay. So are you claiming they'll be 20th?
No, not 20th.
But in and around
the relegation battle.
Okay.
They just got beat by a team in the United States. People that call football soccer.
Soccer. You understand it's pre-season, but at the end of the day, it's still not convincing enough. They barely survived relegation last season, and they lost the main man in Richarlison. They haven't replaced him, in my opinion.
No, not yet.
They haven't bought anyone.
They haven't signed anyone.
Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin.
But they still have Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin is Calvert-Lewin, but service, Richarlison, all that was Richarlison.
Okay, is Lampard good enough?
That's the question. In my opinion, I
that's-
don't think he is. I think he's a fraud. He should have stayed a little bit longer, or tried to go to another league, or stayed in the Championship. But Everton, he could prove the difference.
It's a matter of expectation. If Everton fans are willing to drop their expectation, because with the amount of investment they've had, they're probably looking into breaking into top 7, top 8. But I think at this point, because even just the squad themselves, I don't think they're good enough, in my opinion.
They're not.
So it's a mix of players that are not good enough and a manager that may not be good enough. We don't know. Or maybe we have to give Lampard the benefit of the doubt and say, let's get rid of these guys and let's get him players maybe that can.
Okay,
play
but you
football.
see, Ancelotti was given players.
And
Deep.
still failed.
And sucked. And that's one of the best coaches in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-time Champions League winner. He's won the Scudetto. He's won the La Liga.
He's won
as
the
well.
top 5 leagues, yeah?
Yeah. He's
Everything
won
is
all
top
the top
five.
5 leagues
Everything
and
is top
failed to make that Everton team gel.
But I think this is just time for Everton to
Go.
go, yeah.
And reset, come back stronger. But
If
I
they
think
survive, they'll be quite in the battle still.
it's
I think.
back to where it was last
Yeah,
season.
Okay. So you said Everton?
Everton is dropping, and Leeds also going back in the Championship.
Okay.
They're not good enough or so, and they've lost Rafinha already.
Yeah.
And
they've
Calvin
also
Phillips.
lost Phillips.
And
Yeah.
Calvin Phillips as well, yes.
And we haven't had any news of replacements. Maybe they've been signed and haven't been paid.
Oh, yes, they have. They
Marco
bought two.
Rocca is
Yeah,
a
two
Calvin
Americans.
Phillips replacement. That's okay. But-
Americans with an American
I
coach.
don't know about the Americans. I don't know if the Americans. I haven't seen them play. But they signed Marco Rocca from Bayern Munich, who is a good midfielder on his day.
Okay.
On his day, he can do the job, but the Premier League is a whole nother experience. So
Of course.
let's see how it goes.
They actually did sign 2 Americans from Leipzig to try and bolster the squad.
Is it Tyler Adams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's
But
alright.
I still don't think they're
Enough.
going to
No,
survive. It's not enough
absolutely
for Leeds, and the type of football that they've been playing,
Mm.
whether it's under March or under the previous gaffer.
Mm.
I don't think they've got the quality to stay in the Premier League, not next season, unless these newly brought in teams just mess it up.
Okay.
But those guys are going.
So Everton, Leeds, and one more.
It's time for Sean Dyche and Burnley. But
Burnley,
Sean
go on.
Dyche was fired, yeah?
Go on.
So you believe Burnley is?
Burnley already out. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking maybe
Burnley
not
out last
Forest.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Oh.
maybe Nottingham Forest.
I feel Fulham will go.
In and out, yeah.
In and out.
Full out, Norwich in. We've
Yeah.
seen this before.
This is
Absolutely.
happening every season.
Absolutely.
Norwich win the season with 110 points, come back to the Premier League, Fulham will go
Swap.
back.
So like if I go on
It's
one
football
expert right
tradition.
now and just
Put that. I guarantee you, if you go on 1xBet today, ladies and gentlemen, take it from me now, but don't say I told you to do it. Go on 1xBet and put Fulham to get relegated and Norwich to come back.
up.
It will pass.
free odds.
Free odds. That's 20 something.
Free
Like
odds.
the greatest Jose Mourinho says, this is football heritage.
It's heritage.
This is football heritage.
That is the heritage. Just to keep moving.
It's football heritage.
Okay, so that's your bottom 3.
So yeah, I'll go for that too. So yeah, Fulham might be going back.
Okay.
Let's see what they have.
So your top 5 from the 15.
My top 5.
Realistically, you have to tell the audience and the people that are watching all over the country. I know TP is watching. I know Sports Hub is watching. You have to be honest. The truth.
Top
The
5.
truth will set
Main
you
man rims.
Oh,
Man City.
number 5 is hard. I want to start from number 1.
Oh,
No, okay, cool.
Yeah,
You can
I
start
think
from the
it's
first
easy.
team
Yeah,
to win the league.
Manchester City are winning the league. Finally,
Okay.
somebody three-peating the league after Ferguson. It's
That's
time.
brilliant,
I think
isn't it?
I think
It's about time.
Pep deserves that. He's been the best coach in the Premier League, probably in history.
Average coach, if you don't have a Champions League trophy, you're not the best coach.
In the
In the team that you're in the team that regardless, you
It's
can't
a
win the
scandal
Premier
he
League
doesn't have
and
the
not
Champions
win the
League.
Champions League. And
It's
he's
a
failed
scandal.
ever since he left Barca. He has failed to win the Champions League.
Okay, could be that this season is this season, but anyway, I'm going to the Champions League, not now.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Manchester City might retain the title.
Okay.
Like it's finally time for somebody to repeat it.
Okay.
We expect Liverpool to be number 2, but I don't think Liverpool will be number 2 this season.
Struggles after Mane has left. I don't see.
Yeah, after Mane has left.
But you see, the bookies are trying, are saying they could do what they could replicate last season as well. Go toe to toe with Man City.
When I look
today.
at the teams in and around the top 6,
Mm.
I'll go with like Spurs as the
Spurs
Oh,
recruitment has
Spurs.
been incredible.
It has been incredible.
Spurs
But,
recruitment has been incredible.
like you said, Jose Mourinho said, this is football heritage. They will never.
But I think for the first time they have them. Okay, not for the first time because they had Jose Mourinho, but it seemed the board didn't have faith in him. But I think for the first time they have a manager
Exactly.
that the players believe maybe this guy might just push us to the next level.
Conte is Conte.
Conte is Conte.
Look at his track record. Again, like you said, football heritage. Look at his track record. Everywhere he's been, he's won the league. I'm not expecting him to win
But
the
he's
league.
only been in 2 leagues. That's the thing. And at Chelsea,
Yeah,
we
2
kicked him
leagues. How
out.
many clubs? In the 2
Yeah,
leagues, I
but
think
okay.
like is it 3 or 4 now?
Three.
I do think business-wise Spurs have done incredible.
Yeah,
I
but-
do think they definitely top
They've
4.
had the best transfer.
Best transfer window in my opinion. I know Man City
Yeah.
signed Alvarez and Haaland, but
But you know, you
I
can't
think
claim
Spurs-
they've had the best transfer season until the league starts. You cannot. I feel there should be a segment on the show.
Look at the quality.
in terms of what they've brought in,
yeah.
it's the best I've seen.
The fixed areas. Which
Exactly, they've addressed the parts that needed to be
Yeah.
addressed. They've amplified what needed to be amplified. Richarlison is a good buy, absolutely good
Definitely.
No, like right now, for you to win the league, you have to win 30 plus games. The first manager to do that in the league was Conte
buy. And
with Chelsea.
Mhm.
So that was the first team to cross the 30-point mark.
plus this World Cup
Oh, 30
season, Kane's going to be
game,
motivated. He wants that golden boot.
So
He wants it back.
I think like looking at the quality of the teams and the coaching, because I'm so particular on the coaching. I feel like coaching is a very big thing in football.
Absolutely.
It is.
So I'm looking at Conte, and he's the second best coach in the league right now from Pep. So I'm expecting.
Okay.
I'm not gonna win the league.
I think let's go to the third team because this guy Conte doesn't even have a Champions League.
Does
As a coach.
does Conte have a Champions League final?
No, yes,
That
no.
was, that was a league.
That was a leg.
That was a
Copa
league.
season, yeah.
No.
The only time Conte won the Champions League was as a player,
As a
and
player.
won it once and never again.
That's a trophy.
Doesn't matter. You have to win it as a coach. Only few coaches can say that. Third team.
Third team, a goal. Yeah, that's definitely Liverpool.
Okay.
Decent.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Fourth team.
Yeah, I feel the loss of money is going to be really big for them tactically because Darwin Nunes, despite his 4 goals yesterday in the preseason, he could suffer in the Premier
He
League.
still has to learn how the Premier League
I think
works.
he's not that good for 100 million. Is it pounds or euros?
Euros.
80 to 100 million somewhere in terms of
100
conversion.
million
It-
pound, 100 million euro signing. He's not that good. He's not worth it. I don't even see him getting 20 goals next season.
Oh,
I want to work on
I'm
Klopp's number 9 magic, his ability to turn number 9s into magic. That's what I think might just...
Into what they call like the Firmino role, like that's the number 9.
I don't think he has to work into the role. I think he has to think of more of Lewandowski and Aubameyang type of situation. I think he can turn him into a
that's
goal
like
scorer.
years ago.
Yeah, it's true, but
That
plus
was-
he's evolved as well.
That was years ago.
But I do think Nunes, he's Uruguayan. Uruguayans are tough. They don't break easily. Uruguayans at Liverpool
but the
have
quality, like, have you
succeeded.
seen his first
How?
scratch though?
Huh?
that was just
It's
one
preseason. These things are
He's
bound to-
working.
I tell you, I'm in this group on WhatsApp here, Manchester United group. So there's a time Manchester United were linked with Nunes, then somebody brought up 100 million for this guy. It's not worth it.
Okay, fourth team.
Fourth team, I'm going to be biased with Manchester United. I feel like this season we're making the Champions League. I'm putting like all my faith on Ten Hag.
Okay, fifth team.
Chelsea.
Okay. That's irregular or irrelevant, or that's actually wrong. But Fine.
Chelsea will be number 5.
So that it was Wim's prediction of the Premier League.
Yeah,
and
sorry,
now we
Arsenal.
move. Arsenal. We moved to the La Liga.
They're okay.
Bottom 3.
It's difficult. It's difficult. I still have to check on the teams as well. But obviously, it's a difficult one. Because at the end of the day, the quality between the team at the bottom and the team up somewhere like 12, they're all
Almost the
capable of
same.
going down. Yeah, La Liga has stagnated in terms of quality production. So it's a difficult one, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's pretty difficult.
Then you can just give me the top 5.
How about Cadiz though?
Cadiz
Cadiz.
it's crazy because they're not good enough, but at the same time they're very good enough.
Yeah.
So
like Burnley the past.
they're like Burnley, exactly. You can't get rid of it. It's like that fly, it just won't die.
That
That's
won't
what
die.
Cadiz is.
Man versus beat.
exactly. So it's insane. It's insane. Cadiz is definitely not going. But if they do, it's about time they went down. We need sanity in the Liga, and Cadiz is not bringing sanity.
I saw a clip on Twitter where the admin for the Cadiz page is talking about Barcelona.
And he's a man.
You can make all this.
You're still not going to beat Cadiz. Absolutely true. That's exactly what
It's like
Cadiz
the
is.
ghost team for
Because
Barcelona.
we
Banter.
couldn't beat them last year. I don't
Yeah.
think we did.
Yeah.
If we did, maybe it's 1-0, and I don't remember that game. But
I think they must have been a
Difficult.
draw.
Could have
we did have a 0-0 game
0-0 draw, yeah.
because I think we were pushing for a must-win.
Yeah,
and we just couldn't break them down.
Cadiz.
Okay, so top 5. You can start from
Top 5.
winning to the 15. La
I'd
Liga,
like
realistically.
I'd like to be kind with Barcelona, but Real Madrid's retaining the title.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's World Cup season, so Benzema might be fatigued. It's a bit of a tough one. Vinicius, I know these guys are going to play at the World Cup. So
Where's Jovic?
who? Jovic is gone.
He's gone. Loan.
Fiorentina. Actually, it's a free signing.
Oh,
They
it's a free
said-
signing.
Yeah, it's a signing where you can get him for free, but if you do sell him, we'll get 50% of your transfer fee. So it's a new transfer strategy Perez have dreamt of, and yeah, we do need Benzema backup. Mayoral, he's okay. That's what he is okay.
How
I don't
about
know.
Diaz from AC Milan? He could be a backup.
Yeah, but we're not getting him back this season. We get him back next season.
Next season.
Oh, he's on a 2-year.
It's a 2-year loan. We get
Yeah.
him back next season. If AC Milan don't want to sign him, that is.
Oh, okay.
I hope they don't because he seems like a good player, squad player. I don't
So
know.
that's
For his
quite-
career, I
quite-
feel he
quite
should
thin
stay in
up
Italy.
front,
I
yeah?
think. Huh?
It's quite thin for Madrid. up front.
It is thin because then I think we might just have to revert to back 3, which the Bernabeu absolutely detests.
No football fan wants to watch it
Back 3, that's very true. But with the options in front, because if it's not Vinicius, Benzema, Rodrigo, it's Hazard, and Hazard has been abysmal. So
But you know, this is like you said, it's World Cup season. Hazard could
Hazard
be his
could,
best.
yeah, and we hope so. It's a win for us, really.
Redemption
Yeah.
season.
So number 1, I'd like to go with Real Madrid.
Mhm.
Number 2, for lack of competition, Barcelona. Atletico haven't done much. Sevilla haven't done much. Betis haven't done much.
Is Xavi good enough though?
Is Xavi good enough?
Yeah.
Xavi has the players.
He does have.
He has the players. You
Yeah.
cannot.
close to 6-7
You
players.
cannot have Lewandowski as a starter and Aubameyang off the bench, and
Not really.
Could
not.
be a starter from the.
They could
the
both
left
start,
They
actually.
could both start.
Yeah,
start.
left and middle.
The problem that comes in for Aubameyang, especially, is because Barcelona want the next Lionel Messi, and that is Ansu Fati.
Ansu Fati, yeah.
So Ansu Fati will be priority,
He's struggling.
He is
with injuries
priority.
The past,
That's true.
Past season, so
but he's that type of player. I see Barcelona where we'll play him until he gets injured. Then we've got Memphis, we've got Aubameyang,
Dembele,
Dembele,
signing a
Rafinha,
contract.
exactly. So
Ferran Torres.
That's quite
Unnecessary
something.
signing.
exactly, that's too many options for Xavi to fail, and if he does fail, it's a huge shame. But yeah, I think I go for second, Barcelona. Third, because of tradition, Atletico. They have the players, but mentality, I just don't think they can challenge the top. If it's their season, it's their season. That's the thing with Atletico. If it's their season, it's their
saying their
season.
mentality is not that good when they just won the league. Is it the other season?
Yeah, but then when you look at
seasons
the
ago.
league, they were up by 10, 12 points. Then
Yeah.
Real Madrid crawled back and took it to the last day, which I still feel we should have won the league. If it wasn't for, I must insist, it was referee interference in the Sevilla game especially.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid could have easily three-peated the league.
The league.
Yeah, and you can't lose 12 points and take it to the last day. It was weird for Man City to do it. Did they do it last season? It was
Yes.
good for Man City to do.
Man
But they
City-
always come back
And almost lost it on the last day.
Yes, true. But Man City were used to them winning it. Unlike Atletico, they don't win the league much. When they do, it's going to be special. It's going to be. I'm a
One
Real
of
Madrid fan.
those.
I'm a Real Madrid fan, but if it's not us, it's Atletico.
Yeah.
Barca can't.
Barcelona,
No,
yeah.
screw Barcelona. Yeah. Number 4, it's tricky for Sevilla because they're losing Koundé. And Koundé is.
But they have a replacement lined up.
They do have a replacement. Sevilla always have a replacement.
And you know, I feel, honestly, I think the coach is who?
Lopetegui is a good coach.
Good coach.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
If Madrid gave him time, he would have been what Ancelotti.
He is.
I think the problem was the fans.
We didn't.
But
We weren't
fans-
patient.
Yeah, but
we
these
weren't
fans
patient.
want to see 500 passes and no go at the end.
And no go at the
They just
end.
want action and action.
We were very comfortable with parking the bus last season and
Yeah.
scoring 3 on the counter attack. I actually liked Lopetegui, but like I said, the type of passing system it takes time to implement,
Yeah.
and there isn't patience in the Bernabeu. Absolutely not. You could win. I mean, we booed the guys booed Ronaldo off scoring a hat trick.
Yeah.
That's how crazy the Bernabeu can be. It's unforgiving. So just win. So Lopetegui is a good coach for Sevilla. They've given him the time to implement. They've given the money to get players, decent players. But losing Koundé is massive.
Definitely.
It's massive. They obviously have a replacement lined up. I'm not sure who, but I think because Koundé was their best centre back. They've lost Diego Carlos already as well.
Oh,
So that's 2 main centre backs gone, and that's defensively they're okay, but that's a
They'll
That's
defend from
something-
midfield.
that's-
That's not the game plan.
they could have that option, but teams will cut them down.
definitely.
Barcelona, Real
Especially
Madrid.
They
will
might
not.
struggle this coming season.
You've got Modric and Camavinga running through midfield. You're not going to stop them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have your 15.
My 5th team, I'd like to think culture and go for Athletic Club.
Not
But-
Villarreal.
Oh,
I'm getting that's what I'm saying. But Villarreal and Unai Emery, Europa merchants, I think they wouldn't turn down the chance to go for Europa. I don't think they would turn
No,
down
they
the
can't.
chance
They
to go
can't.
for Europa. The Champions League run last season was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. For us La Liga fans, it was not shocking whatsoever. We know they have the quality, and Emery has the quality to go all the way. Sorry, Bayern fans. Sorry, but
useless Bayern.
yeah,
Useless
No, I
Bayern.
respect
Ticket
Bayern.
gone.
They
I respect
bashed the
Bayern.
whole game.
I respect Bayern,
It's
but yeah.
football.
But yeah,
What's
I-
the problem? You put a 33-year-old to be a coach and expect him to win.
Yeah, Neuer not older than the guy.
He is.
No, but with Nagelsmann, I think it's more like the idea of trying to
Implement a
to
new
bring
style.
Him up. No, to bring him up from the board.
Yeah, or
They
they
try
may
to
look
bring
at
him
this
up.
as a guy who's going to lead us for the next 10 years, for
Yeah.
example. Because there's going to be
Oh,
some
but
big
Who
problems.
do you get after Flick?
You can't get,
Thomas.
that's the
You'd
thing.
have gone for Thomas.
I don't
But
think
was,
two
did
calls.
Thomas,
He would
was,
have
was he
left.
free?
He was a free at the time.
He was free at the
No,
time.
Yeah.
it was already at Chelsea, wasn't it?
No. He was still at.
No, it was
PSG.
Chelsea.
He was still at PSG.
No.
No. He just got fired.
He just got fired from PSG.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I think Bayern, like he said, Bayern like the idea. They don't like the whole short-term thing. They like the idea of
Yeah.
Long-term.
long-term. So,
It's a dynasty.
and Nagelsmann has been tutored to be the next guy to implement the next type of football. Because now that Guardiola's going to be passing eventually, they need a
and
new
we
type.
actually
and-
saw it at
Yeah.
Leipzig. You could
Yeah,
see
you could
what he
see
was
some-
trying to do.
It wasn't making sense because it's crazy football, but that's how
Yeah.
football is. When you move to new eras, you don't understand what's going
Now the
on.
Germans like it, so it's high metal,
Yeah, heavy metal,
free flowing.
full of good football. So yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, so that's your top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Banter and Bet Soccer Show. I've had my
How
gracious...
about your top 5?
My top 5. I've said it so many times, and people already know what I have lined up for the Premier League. I said to win the Premier League, Chelsea. Runners up going to
On
be
what grounds do you have Chelsea winning it?
Thomas Tuchel is the best coach in English football
Wow.
right now.
Wow.
The
You don't
best
have a
coach.
plan.
No. Thomas Tuchel is the best coach. He has a plan.
He has
has a plan.
he has the idea, but I don't think
The
he has the
plan is
players
like-
to execute it.
8 players
Consistently.
behind the ball. 8 players
Okay.
behind the ball and
Hold on,
they
hold
can't-
on.
But yeah, basically just defend and run.
Yeah.
Give Mason Mount the ball and run.
That's it.
The greatest coach in Premier League history, which is the Man United great, what's his name?
Don
Fergie
Fergie.
said, teams that win trophies are the ones that defend. You who attack,
That's
win.
true.
You won't win anything. You can attack.
Modern football with Pep Guardiola debunks it. Okay, Pep defends by holding the ball. That's true.
Yeah.
So it's basically attacking.
Mourinho has done that countless times. He'll defend.
Mourinho perfected.
You score one goal and defend the rest of the game. Tuchel's about to do that to everyone.
That's unfair on Mourinho because.
Trust me, he did that in the Conference League final.
Mourinho is the godfather of defense.
He scored one goal and packed the bus.
I think not even prime Italian defensive football can outmatch Mourinho. Mourinho's a gem at defending.
I look at Conte, man. The Conte season is Chelsea.
Yeah, but no. Even defensively, doesn't Mourinho have the records in the Premier League?
Yeah, he does.
And Chelsea,
10 goals.
Absolutely.
He also holds the most wins or home home games without a defeat. 84. Liverpool failed to beat that record.
That was massive. How many years did it take him?
3-4?
Yeah.
Consecutively.
If you're taking 84 and you're taking, is it 19 games at home this season?
Because
that's
was it
including his second season?
Including his, because it came from his first stint and second stint.
Yeah.
So yeah,
his second stint.
That's where
they counted that. So yeah, I said Chelsea, Man City, Spurs third because I feel Liverpool will suffer. Fourth, I said was going to be Liverpool. Fifth, Arsenal. United are not
that's brave. I like that.
United's not making it into the top 5 this season because they still have to make everything work. You cannot be top 4 with Fred
and McTominay
in your midfield. That's rubbish. No matter who you have, Ronaldo can score 35 goals. You still
one question.
Uh-huh.
How much are you willing to put on that?
As a betting man, if you come to the show again when the league begins, we'll put some money. I'm sure. No. I'm willing to put in money. Ladies and gentlemen, send in your bets and your predictions as well to the number on your screen. And also join the Fantasy League. We have a Mozo Fantasy League. And let us know your predictions of the Premier League to say I'm right and they're wrong. So, Rims, Christian, thank you for coming to my kitchen. I hope to have you guys back. I'm sure Boss Nana will be back for more. I know you people like his violence. I'm sure he'll come and yell at everyone. So it's been good having you guys over.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Please come through. And ladies and gentlemen, we're live on Mozo TV and as well as YouTube. Check out the recap on YouTube and share, like and subscribe. Mozo TV on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I've been your host, Papi, and have a good night.